Road rage doesn't always go the way drivers expect. From reckless drivers getting instant justice for their actions, to aggressive road ragers meeting their match, these are the times road ragers messed with the wrong person. And number 11 will make you think twice before becoming a road rager. Let's get it on! This truck driver was cruising peacefully on the highway when a biker suddenly pulled up beside him, acting like he owned the road and even flashing a middle finger. The truck driver's reaction was far from okay, but he immediately retaliated and put the biker in his place. A harsh reminder that the road belongs to no one. In another case, a truck driver refused to respect his lane and thought cutting people off would make him king of the road. Tried to intimidate the smaller car behind him, but the only person intimidated was him when the cops pulled up. This Maserati driver chased down an SUV driver, brake checking and yelling in anger, only to get checkmated and arrested when they got close to police. Instant karma. A Maserati driver chased an SUV in anger, only to be arrested when they got near the police station. This blue truck driver was weaving all over the road, forcing others to dodge his reckless driving. A white truck gunned past him and the blue truck gave a chase.
What the fuck?
He thought he'd brake check the white truck. Instead, he got checked as he lost control, skidding off the road and into the bushes.
Oh my god.
He tried to teach a lesson by road raging, but ended up getting one instead. This next driver would never road rage again as he messed with the wrong person. What started out as shouting turned ugly very quickly. The SUV driver leaned out of his car yelling and slamming his fist into the side mirror of the truck driver again and again. The truck driver had had enough. He swerved into the SUV, slamming into it multiple times.
I've had enough of this and just turned into him.
This wasn't a road rage anymore, this was a full-blown brawl as the truck driver got out with a baseball bat in hand.
Something in his hand.
I was like, oh my goodness, that is a baseball bat.
With her heart pounding, Brittany checks on her son in the back seat.
I was about a car length away. I locked my doors and I kept recording.
As the truck driver swings his bat, Brittany is almost frozen, too scared to intervene, but also too worried to stop filming.
Luckily, the showdown ended before it could end in the ER, but that road rager would not road rage for a long time to come. This next road rager thought the road was his own to cross as he'd like, but got instant karma from nature. He stepped into the street like a boss, like cars weren't passing, and tried to intimidate the driver, only to be hit square in the face by his own actions. This next SUV driver tried to play a silly stunt on the highway with a truck. This SUV thought it'd be funny to swerve towards the truck to push it off its lane, but the truck driver was not having it. He swerved back and the SUV lost control. He tried to humiliate the trucker, but the only one humiliated was himself. This taxi driver thought it wise to brake check an ambulance, and he still had the audacity to try and get physical, but he was instantly checked by the other drivers around who stood up for the poor driver who was just doing his job.
Давай, Дим.
He should stay out of the way. I like how people reacted and stood up for the ambulance driver.
Ты Ты посмотри, как вылезли все на скорую, да, смотри.
Ну, конечно.
This driver bit more than he could swallow when he decided to intentionally knock down a biker. He sped off after the biker, maybe after a little road incident, and knocked him down with his car.
Who just cannot, as a younger professor, there are some people who just can't relax or be comfortable. And it's so frustrating to know that you have more than you're able to surface in those moments, in those environments.
But he was in for a rude surprise because the biker did not stay down and immediately began to punch him.
A lot of people where we get a lot of meetings. If I was going to give Jennifer advice, I would say try to find buddies or allies at work for whom she feels that she can be herself.
Knocking people down intentionally is never okay. Some people need to be reminded that there are consequences for your actions, and this driver's actions would take her to the mechanic. She was arguing during the stoplight with another driver in front when she suddenly threw something at him and instantly got her payback. She tried to go after him, but he just sped away. Throwing things at people? That's how you trade your temper for a broken side mirror. Some people need to learn that the roads are not theirs and you can be civil. This man was crossing the road with his dog and thought it was okay to curse at the driver, but he was met with karma of his own doing. This next driver would be spending an arm and a leg to fix his car up after that road rage. This SUV driver thought it wise to suddenly swerve right into another car, hitting the sides, but he instantly got karma as the other driver slammed back into him, causing a serious crash. Some road ragers think they can get away with their actions, like this SUV driver that unprovoked drove back and slammed into the car in front of him. But all actions have consequences, and this driver would be paying in cash at the mechanic because the other driver did not waste time to constantly slam back into his hood. It was about to be a showdown on the road with these two drivers throwing hands at each other, but it ended in a twist. Looked like it was about to be a full-on street brawl, but the ending totally flipped the script. Classic unexpected drama. This other driver thought he could act like the lord of the highway and instantly got humbled as the other driver destroyed his car. When you play dirty, expect dirty results or a trip to the mechanic. Speeding is against the law, but this biker thought he could speed and still curse at a driver minding his lane, but instead he got humiliated as he knocked himself off his bike. A perfect reminder to not play dumb and overspeed. Hey, that wound's the perfect reminder of how dumb he was. Road rage is never the solution, and it may feel like a quick way to prove a point, but these clips show it always backfires. From reckless brake checks to wild swerves and even full-on brawls, every road rage ended the same way, with humiliation, damage, or the police. Which of these road ragers getting instant karma moments shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.